We can start, Princess.
Thank you. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. We are greeting you from South Africa. The time is now just past 3 o'clock. And I know wherever you are in the globe, please let us know on the chat where you are connecting from, your name and the organization where you come from. We greet you and we welcome you. Thank you so much for making time and being with us. We are African Women in Trade. And this is the webinar where we will be answering the questions with regards to the Expo, the conference, and the awards gala that will be taking place this October 2022 from the 20th to the 22nd of October in Cape Town, the mother city. And you don't want to miss it. Right now, if you have a friend who is not online yet, please do welcome them. Please let them know we are now online. And now I would like to greet even our friends that are connecting from YouTube, that are connecting from online, whether it's Facebook, wherever where you are, we welcome you. We are thanking you for being with us. I just would like to introduce and also acknowledge the team that has put together, that is working hard, the team that is at the helm of AWT. We have our Thorn, Oliver Chikoroze, Oliver, and we have our founder, our CEO, Joy Sens, who is over in Europe, but she is African born, so no worries about that. And then we have S.Sinyolo, who is the one who keeps us together on administration, on making sure that we have visibility online as well. We have also Kevin Abba, I think Kevina Abba. Kevina is across the Atlantic, as I believe. Then we have Noktula Shange, who is my co-host. Once she's sorted, she will be able to also be heard. Who else did I leave? We have Jabulile. I don't know if Jabu, are you on? I haven't seen her, but she will also be joining. However, though, we have the teams, we have chapters across the continent and even in the diaspora. And we do believe that all our leaders are going to be joining us. As you know, we are on the global clock. So to some, it's very early in the morning, but we welcome each and everyone. Right now, ladies and gentlemen, with all that being said, we welcome you all. Don't forget, tell us in the chat, where are you connecting with us from, the country and your name. It's going to be so important, an exciting day indeed. So prepare your questions, prepare and listen very well. We are here, we are ready. Right now, I will hand over to our very first speaker, our Madame Joy Sens, who is in the diaspora, and yet she's our founder, she's our CEO. Madame, you have the mic. Thank you so much.
Yes,
can
hello,
you hear
hello.
me, Jo?
Yes, I can hear you. Hi, everyone. Thank you, Princess Tepi. You're always the lady, the energy, and I'm so excited to have all of you here again as we start another journey of finally meeting in person. So I'm very excited to be part of this and also making sure that we are all aligned, knowing what is coming ahead of us. Yes, we've met for a long time, over 1 year now, when we have met actually, or virtually. We also got to meet each other virtually. Even when I remember most of the people here, we have not met in person. So how good is this now? Finally to meet in person. And I want to thank everyone here in South Africa for really accepting to host us. These are very big achievement from your side, and also partnering with other organizations, sponsors, and quite a lot of people who are coming in to support the big movement here. As you all know, Africa Women in Trade, it was an organization that was formed after African Women in Europe. The organization you see behind here is one of the projects to support. So if you're listening to me wherever you are, good morning, good afternoon, welcome. Share with everybody you think will be interested to know about what is the Expo going to offer you as an individual, and how it can grow you from one step to another one. I'm going to share my screen here just to to give you a highlight of what will be coming, and also will be followed again with Oliver, who has also been working hand in hand with us at the background, and also as well as the project leader of this project. And I'll be giving the first part, the overview, and he will come after to also mention more about details of how you can get involved personally and how you can plan your journeys and to be there on the day. So the expo, as you can see, we are already set, is on 20th to 22nd of October. We're talking roughly, especially today is 20th, so we are talking about 2 months from now, if I'm correct. So if you have not booked your ticket, you should be doing it right now. We have just started right to make sure that everything is in place. We started planning really early this year, and always looking forward to have you Cape Town. And we have been so honored to be even given the chance to host this at City Hall in Cape Town. If you all know at City Hall, I'm going to give you a short overview on a link where you can also go in and see more how the venue is and how it looks like as we go on. And the very important is about the theme. What is the theme behind all this that we have put together? So the theme is to make sure that we are going to be building strong, inclusive, and sustainable value chain. And as you can hear, if you have been in the value chain industry, it's a lengthy, a lot of things is involved, logistic, all the way from even from the product and services, branding, and even marketing. Is quite a huge, up to the end where you get the investors as well, and up to selling the product finally. So these are the things that you'll be seeing this happening quite a lot. So watch out on that, and we will be really looking forward to this. I'm going to go through with you this program to give you an idea why we are coming in this direction at this point and why now. And as you know, our vision came up after the Africa Continental Free Trade Area was launched in 2021, and exactly 1 year. 1 year and a half as we speak right now, because started in January 2020. We celebrated the first anniversary in January this year, and the need was there. We need to work together and see how we can promote each other products and services, and came very clearly through our vision to create a network where African women and youth can access information regarding Africa Continental Free Trade Area, provide market access nationally, regionally, and global level, offer capacity building and financial access through grants and investments. So these were most of this information came out from new members of Africa Women in Trade who wanted to come and hear more and see what does the AFCFT offer you, and what is your need, because our area we worked more with design thinking. And as I told you earlier, African Women in Europe, we always wanted to support the continent, and when we found the Africa Continental Free Trade Area Agreement coming through, we thought this was the right vehicle to work with, supporting African product made in Africa as well. This is something that was very exciting. So according to the planning, and as we have been following Africa Women in Trade, we follow very clear 4 guidelines and 4 pillars, as you can see here. Information sharing, which we do it very regular on our platform through emails and through our social platforms that you have also seen them regularly, and also creating a lot of stakeholders and multi-stakeholder to database where we can connect with each other. And some of you are already members, and if you're not, Mercy is going to share the link here on their website, on chat here, and as well as YouTube, so that you can be able to be a member. There's a fee implication of it, and I will not go details to that because today is about the expo, and especially the 4th part here, we are talking about market access. Market access has been a very important issue, and our members have beautiful products. How do we support with market nationally, globally, and also intra-trade in the continent. And through that, we have also seen there's a lot of work that we need to do: global marketing, diaspora promotion, value-added product. That's something we are working on towards this end, where we are, as Diaspora of Africa Women in Europe, and identifying which products are ready for trade, because trade is a long, it's not something that you just wake up. You start from a business level and from your local area, growing also to cross borders before even you start thinking going globally. So it's a process, and partnering with external e-commerce platform for members to showcase their products, and also have virtual exhibition like this one, and regular webinars, conferences where members showcase. And if you have not followed us, we have a YouTube channel where you can see a lot of discussions that have happened in the past, information especially in supporting women who want to go to trade. You can see that on our YouTube channel as well. So grant and investment is also a very important part as well of this. As much as you want to go to trade, there's a lot of investment needed, especially when you're growing from local businesses and wanting to go to global levels. Also, even intra-trade, there's a lot of investment opportunities that we are always sharing as well even for starters who want to go into that area. So we have different products, and I'll mention about that, and capacity building. So these are the 4 pillars that we follow, but this event basically we'll be focusing around 3 of them, actually all 4 of them in one or another, but market access is part of it, and capacity building. So and this will be happening, as I mentioned, at the Cape Town, at the City Hall, and we're expecting over actually, I think the numbers has increased. When we started this, it was during COVID. And right now, Oliver will give us the new numbers that we are allowed to host in the venue of the City Hall. And also, but we are looking at around exhibitors, from 80 exhibitors coming in from different countries, but basically most of them coming around around SADC countries. So this is something that we're very excited about. And we will be also focusing on a B2B and B2G connection, collaboration, and exchange of ideas. So the conference aims to explore a variety of increasing intra-trade, including the global investors and traders. So if you're one of you and you want to join us in this, and this area targets you, this is the right time to join us in Cape Town and meet people in person. Finally, we have an opportunity to meet in person. And I think when you're doing businesses and trade, you need to meet people, you need to see the product, you need to, before you can continue the conversation after. And this is an opportunity we're giving for all our members to showcase their products as well. So this is something that we want to, and of course, we are guided very clearly with a very objectives and aims, as you can see, that to provide a networking platform among members, to also to facilitate market access, and also to enable strong value chains for proud-made products as well. So this is something that we are very, very focusing on, and I want to mention that this is something that we have to keep continuing doing as well. And so sorry, I'm getting a little bit scattered because I've lost some information there. So just give me 1 second. Something is not right somewhere. And okay, it's back. So to create a conducive environment to exchange ideas, sharing and knowledge, implementing best practice as well, to provide workshop training. We have a workshop set up for you as well. So we're encouraging all to come in and be part of the workshop. We'll be talking about the program also shortly, but the program is also part of our continuous progress to make sure that we give the impact that we need on the day, because we are very impact driven, the whole workshop, and facilitate a robust dialogue and opportunities for businesses, marketing through strategic matching of investors and entrepreneur for growth purpose, and to be part of our influential policy by sharing with the government institution challenges as well as good practice. So we'll be having a lot of people on board coming in, and we'll be sharing these challenges as we move on, because we have been together for 1 year. We have seen what is happening on the ground. We have experiences we have done already, and these will be part of it. So the whole project is divided into 3. So we have the expo, which is the main thing. We want to see your product. We want to meet people in person. And then we have the conference and we have the awards. So we have to be very clear. We have 3 components in the whole event so that you are aware what's happening. The expo will be having women and youth showcasing their products as well. Institution and organization, we present services that the women in trade could benefit from, e.g. banks, trade organization, inter-trade exporters company, and international exporters and suppliers. And if you're one of them and you want to be on board, this is the right time to join us as well, and also to be part of this. And also investors and business matchmaking will be part of the expo, investing opportunity for Africa products, startup investment opportunity, and connecting distributors and buyers as well. So also to emphasize here, these are face-to-face event. We'll be having a component of virtual, but it's not going to be for everyone. It's only for the exhibitors to be able to showcase their product, and you're doing matchmaking. So just to make sure we are encouraging more in person. So everything will be happening in person in Cape Town. So we have done so many virtual. So I think it's the high time we meet in person. So we are very excited to this, and we encourage you to come. So in the conference as well, as you can see, we have guest speakers. We're very honored as we speak right now to have already confirmed a lot of speakers. And you can see this on the event page. We have a special event page. We have already our speakers and workshop facilitators already uploaded there. Have a look at it. The link will be shared on your WhatsApp right now to have a look at that. Policymaker presenters is the AFCFT will be on board as well. Trade rules of origin, all this information will become to be given firsthand to you as well as traders to be aware what is going on and what you can trap on as well. And as well as not only that, also what are the opportunities in South Africa? What businesses can you start engaging if you are coming from Nigeria or Ghana or Kenya, or even from Eswatini and in between Botswana? What are the opportunities there to do trading in the country? So there's quite a lot of topics there. This is very diverse in that, apart from what you're seeing here. And then we have the workshop training for experts and sectors, specific mentors on way or to select topics to educate women and youth in trade. Quite extended workshop that will be going on during the event. The Expo Conference. So the other part is the awards. We're very, very happy to announce that we'll be hosting the awards on a different location. We'll be announcing it shortly. And here we'll be awarding women and youth who have been doing amazing work during the whole, what we have seen during the Africa Women in Trade. Some of you are our members, and we'll be approaching you. You'll be seeing them coming up. So this is part of it. It's a gala dinner. So we're encouraging you, if you want to come to be part of this, it will be on the 23rd, just after the whole expo activity. Don't forget we're starting on 20th, 21st to 22nd. So the 22nd, it will be in the evening, and you are encouraged to also book an appointment with us. It's a gala, come well-dressed African outfit. It will be entertaining as well, and really a networking platform after a long 3 days. How we're going to do this as well. And so this is something that I'm encouraging you to. There's a fee for that, so very important on that. So these are the 3 things, and the other part that we are also going to mention about that is also part of the whole exhibition is also the trade tours. The trade tours are very important for us because we need you to see what packages, and Oliver will come to explain to you how he has organized this trade tour for you so that you can have an overview what you can do in Cape Town and also in business areas, and especially if you want to start trading in the wine sector. This is the best time to come in. Quite a lot of options there. He'll come shortly to mention more about that. So, and the sectors we are looking at, we are looking at a very diverse sectors here. So although we focus mainly in the agribusiness, we are also looking as well in the manufacturing industry, as well as financial institutions that will be coming as well. Technology, we cannot ignore as digitalization is the way to go. Tourism, youth and women are welcome in this, who are in trade, and also export, imports, private sector, creative activities as well. This is something that we are also working on. So I encourage you all to really come in with an open-minded, not only if you're not only focusing on those people who are on trade, even those people who are really coming to learn something about trade. And the most exciting part about the whole, we're inviting everybody from everywhere really coming to Cape Town this time. And don't forget, this will be a continuous activity. So this time all the eyes will be in Cape Town. What does Cape Town has to offer us? They're inviting people from Kenya, Rwanda, Uganda, name it, from the US, EU countries. We are encouraging you to come and bring opportunities, investment opportunity. Partnership is a big thing right now, is the way to go right now, also all the way to other countries around India and whichever country. We are very open to anyone who's interested to come and be part of this, to interact with the women. And of course, we are driven with very strong SDGs, the whole African Women Trade, especially the Expo. But I have to emphasize on the last one, the 17, the partnership is one of our biggest one that we are working very much to partner with others. And this particular Expo is an experiment of an example of that. We have partnered with many organizations. We have written so many MOUs with most of you here who are being part of us, bringing your members here, and also organizations that have sponsored us as well, in making sure this is a success. We can never have enough sponsors. You are always welcome to come as well. If you want to be part of us as well, partnership is our biggest thing, because I don't think we would do this an expo like this without partnering with other organizations and network organizations, especially who have women who are already ready into business and ready to go into trade. So this is something that we want to emphasize. So partnership, as I mentioned there, is one of our biggest goals. Please check on, reach out to us anytime if you want to partner. There's something you have value to add on this. Please don't hesitate. Reach out to me or Oliver. We'll be happy to follow up with you on that. So the other part, I think I'm almost finished here, is that we will not do this without a lot of team people from everywhere. So we have a big team who work with us with AWT in general, although this time we're focusing in South Africa. We have more from South Africa and supported by others in different way by bringing people from their own country. Our representatives, as you can see, they are from all the way from Rwanda, Kenya, Ghana, Cameroon, Nigeria, Zambia, and Mozambique. Some of them are bringing quite a lot of networking people. Reach out to them if you want to come. Some of them have very good offers for you to be able to come and support us. And this is something that we are encouraging everyone out there to also see how you can join us. If you don't see your country in there, reach out to us. We are happy to connect with you. We also have Sudan, South Sudan also being part of this as well. So we are growing as we move on with the networking platform. So I want to close here, but not for forever, because you all know where we are starting. We are going right now. But something I want to emphasize a lot is about how to be part of this. So if you are an exhibitor, you need to know we only have two options. If you're an exhibitor and you want to exhibit, we have a fee for that. So for the fee is already shared with you already if you already registered. And if you're still interested to join us, please, you can do that as well. So you can reach out to me or Oliver. We are already closing up the exhibitions. They are very high demand. You only have a small area, around 80 to 100. So reach out to us as well. We have a fee. But if you're coming as a day dealer, I have good news for you. You don't have to pay anything. To come to the expo, to the exhibit, is free for you. What does that mean? for you in Kenya, for you in Ghana, for you wherever you are, when you come to the expo, we're offering you a free ticket because you know you're going to cover your transport, you're going to cover your accommodation. So our give back for you is that to come to the expo is free. All you need to do is to register, and all this is on the website. So we have an Eventbrite where you get a ticket sent to you and already that you can bring with you on the day that you have registered, and we are receiving that on the day. So you make sure you register yourself as a day delegate to be there for the 3 days is for free. So if you are from South Africa and you're listening to me say, you said, wow, this is good for you, I'm not gonna pay any transport, right? Probably it depends where you're coming from. If you're coming from Johannesburg or somewhere else, because Cape Town is the end of the world, the last city, probably most of you have to travel somehow, but this will be easier for you as well. So I'm encouraging you to book your tickets, and we have a maximum number. So we have if I'm correct, Oliver said it's 1,000. That time when we had, it was during COVID, it has gone higher now. So we are encouraging you to register as well. So all the information, I believe it's been shared with you right now on the chat. You can get all this on the event page where you have all the information there. But if you miss anything, there's a contact number there. You can reach out to Cape Town. That will be Oliver here with us, and email us as well. Is also there. You can email us. We are ready to reach out to you. So thank you so much. And I'm looking forward to a lot of discussion, a lot of questions. Keep throwing your questions, get them ready. And I'm happy to answer them all. Back to you, Princess, to welcome our next speaker as we elaborate more. Thank you.
Thank you so much. That is our powerful and very profound woman of value, woman who is very brave. I mean, who can drive such a big continent and say, I will organize everybody to plant back at home. We thank you for this platform. We thank you for your boldness. And now we know this is an African woman in truth, because we just see in the character. Thank you so much. On our chat, you can see how you connect to us, how you want to even send to all your friends, even in the countries that you haven't seen and you have already seen. Everything that we have presented, it has already been done. We are not saying we will, we are saying we have done this, and we want to on board to continue even touching more countries, more women, more youth. You know what? Even the grassroots ones, which is those that I advocate for, they are also embraced. And one thing that I want to alert to and bring your attention to, we are not reinventing the wheel. We are working to realize through all our goals, through the sustainable goals. Those are the goals that all our member states have adopted. And how wonderful is that? How awesome is that? That you are part of the organization, or you want to be part of this organization that works on, you know, now in this decade, we are saying leaving no one behind. That is why we say the sustainable goal number 5 is the one that speaks of gender equality, which is why we see we're embracing our women and youth. Without further ado, let me not, take up the space much. We are going to be hearing from our gentleman here, Oliver Chigodore. He is the CEO of African Innovation and Entrepreneurship Center. He is another brave man, young man, who also is surrounded by us. And you know what? Behind every great woman, there is the great man. Oliver, please take up the mic. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. Unfortunately, I'm an old man. I'm just kidding. Your Royal Highness Princess Tsepi, thank you so much for the great opportunity. To our CEO, Joy, the CEO and the founder of the Africa Women in Trade, as well as Africa Women in Europe. Thank you so much for the opportunity and for bringing Africa together, as well as connecting Africa to the world. The rest of the organizing team, thank you so much for the work that you're doing behind the scenes. And I know there's a saying in Africa, they say that there's more where it comes from. So there's a lot that this team is organizing that will be ready for you in October. To our guests, to everybody that has joined today, whether you join on Zoom or you join on YouTube or live on Facebook, please welcome. Please send us your questions, your comments on the chat. Reach out to us. We'll be able to to take note and to respond accordingly. So thank you so much. I'm just going to strengthen and just to add a little bit more information about this program. A lot has been shared already by Joy, our CEO. I also wanted to say that, there is a lot of events going on out there, but in most cases, we do events as a nice to have. This is a different event. We are not doing this event as a nice to have, but we are organizing this event to achieve objectives that transcend beyond an activity. And there was a lot of work that was done behind the scenes in doing research about what are the cause of effect analysis, what are the challenges that most of our entrepreneurs, mostly women and youth across Africa, are facing. And as you can look at our theme, which is building strong, inclusive, and sustainable value chains. Because we also found out that if you look at, for example, agricultural producers or farmers or suppliers, in that sector, you found out that it's a whole value chain and there's so many challenges in that chain. And we are putting up a program that will be able to meet those objectives. For example, when you do the actual producing of these products, you need a farm, you need technical skills, you need support, and we will be addressing those areas. Then you look at the entire value chain, which is logistics. How do you trade between Uganda and Kenya, or Kenya and Nigeria, or Nigeria and South Africa? And we are going to make sure that our program addresses those challenges. One of the other challenges is not just market access, but also we're looking at intellectual property and innovation. In Africa, we have a challenge of not respecting intellectual property and innovation. And of course, trading finance. So you say, okay, I'm an entrepreneur, but I'm struggling a little bit maybe with my branding or packaging, or maybe certification, or maybe to supply in bulk, because once a client is happy about your product, they may say, oh, well, now I want to supply me with 20,000 tons a month. And in most of cases, we don't have the capacity, or we don't want to work together as Africans. But we always encourage that we collaborate and we give you this support. So we thank God for what we are doing as an organization in that area. We also have identified, if you look at our program, we have identified, we look at sector-specific mentors. So we have people with experience in different industries. We look at regional bodies, such as the Africa Free Continental Agreement Secretariat. We look at regional bodies such as United Nations Women and others that we have invited to come and share with us what are some of the tools, or what are some of the opportunities that are available for women and youth businesses. And we also have invited investors, we are inviting buyers, people that can actually come and buy. Because if there is one thing that we can learn from this pandemic, is that one should have critical thinking, but we should also be able to collaborate, because through collaboration, we can be able to build the hashtag Africa that we want. I had a chat recently with somebody that I was helping, and she asked me, I said, what motivates you to do what you do? And I said, I believe that we should all live in a better place, but we need to be active citizens. We need to unlock those opportunities. We need to work together to build the hashtag Africa that we want and to achieve set objectives. So I will encourage you to go to our event website and to look at the program and look at the speakers that we have identified. And Joy also talked a lot around the numbers that we were anticipating about 300 women and youth businesses for this event. But now I can assure you that we have exceeded that number, and at least we can accommodate up to 1,000 delegates. So because the event is free, I encourage you it's on first come, first serve on that. So I encourage you to register if you have not registered yet. And Joy also mentioned around that the main program is 3 days, which is from the 20th to the 22nd, which is our main conference and expo. And of course, in the evening of the 22nd, we have the award gala dinner at Cape Town Hotel here in Cape Town. And also from the 23rd to the 26th of of October, we are doing trade missions. And for those of you that have traveled the world, you will know that apart from Europe, Spain, Italy, and other countries, only in South Africa, we do agritourism. So agritourism is whereby we have different business units within a farm. For example, we do viticulture where we produce wine. We also do enology, which is the start and the making of wine. We have hotels, hospitality. We do different activities, weekend markets. And there's a lot that other women and youth farmers or producers can learn from South Africa. And of course, if you're in Europe, if you have traveled Spain and Italy and France, you will see that they do quite a lot of agri-ecotourism. And this is one of the opportunities. So on the 23rd of October, we'll be doing the wine tours that will do what is called the Cape Winelands District Municipality. So we have the different wine farms. I think we're going to be doing about 3 wine estates where we can learn about South African agriculture system and opportunities. And there's a lot of opportunities for collaboration for different entrepreneurs, or if you are looking to partner with South Africa. On the 24th, we'll be doing what is called the Cape Peninsula Tour. As you know that in Cape Town, we are not just the best destination for investment, but we are also the best city for leisure. And we have both the Indian Ocean and the Atlantic Ocean. So we will be doing a tour around the southern tip of Africa. We'll be doing dining with the locals, where we'll be having lunch at the biggest South African nave city, as well as we'll be also, if you know about the African penguins. African penguins are only found in South Africa and Namibia. So we'll be doing that tour as well. And this allows entrepreneurs to have enough time to build meaningful collaboration, but also to have strong relationships with each other. Because when we do come together as entrepreneurs, we learn from each other, sharing of knowledge, but we also create a market and a demand among ourselves. There's a lot of education you cannot learn from school, but we can learn from each other through experience. So I encourage you to register for the trade missions as well. And then on the 25th, we will be doing the Table Mountain tour. So we start in what we call the aquarium, which is in waterfront Cape Town. So we also have the aquarium of the African penguins right in waterfront at the harbor. And then we do morning bubbles or champagne in the morning. And then we do Table Mountain with a cable car. And then we come back and do the dinner in the sea as well. So this will be one of the last activity or item on our program. So in total, it's going to be a 7-day comprehensive program. So you're welcome to join some of the activities or to join all the activities. I'll also be available to answer any questions with regards to trade missions. How do you register? If you want a tailored package, if you want more information about the actual city and what other activities can you do, we are happy to answer those questions. And I also want to announce that we are happy and we want to thank all our partners, including UN Women, as well as we also want to thank Go Adventure, a travel company that is helping us to negotiate good packaging for the different activities and also accommodation, because Cape Town is a very expensive city. But we want to thank God because we have partnered with a couple of hotels that are giving us a very good rate for our travelers. And one of these hotels is a hotel called Hotel Sky in Cape Town. I'll post the links a little bit later in my presentation. And then we also have the Fountain Hotel in Cape Town. We have the Cape Sun Hotel, and that's where we are also going to be hosting our gala dinner and an award gala dinner. And we are actually trying to get one of your best musicians and my favorite colleague, Yvonne Chaka, to come and grace the occasion as well. And we'll also be having even traditional dance and the different cultural activities as well. And then we also have the Westin Hotel in Cape Town, and then the Radisson Blue, as well as the Southern Cullinan Hotel. So these are some of the hotels that we have partnered with, and they are so very close, just less than a kilometer to the venue as well. And we have negotiated good rates for our partners. So we are assisting people that want to book their accommodation, book for activities. They want to get to know more information about Cape Town. We are happy to answer those questions if you have questions. And I always say, and I was sharing with some few people recently, and say that this event is not for everybody. This event is for those that are ready to trade, that are ready to recreate themselves. Those people or entrepreneurs that want to learn proven strategies to succeed in business. And as I was mentioning earlier, that we can only achieve set objectives by working together. And I'm so happy about the conversation that we've been having, the feedback that we've been having. And for a baby of 18 months, as Joy mentioned, that we just a baby of 18 months, I'm happy about the progress, but there's more that we can do together. So we welcome any suggestions, any inputs from all our entrepreneurs that are joining today. So I want to say thank you so much once again for listening and for your time. And I want to take this opportunity to invite all of you to Cape Town and recreate yourself at this conference. If you have any questions, if you have any comments, you're welcome to post them or to ask the team, and we will be available to answer. Thank you so much, and over to you, Your Highness, Princess Tshepi. Thank you.
Wow, wow. Can we clap hands for our two powerful speakers that have they turned everything upside down. There is no even anywhere where we can say we don't understand this one. We now know who we are. You have been told who we are. You have been told about our vision, our mission, our objectives, and the partners, credible partners that have said, we want this vehicle. If you see such partners and are saying, we believe in this organization, we believe in these women and men and youth, so therefore, why don't you seize the moment? I want to give you the scenario. Imagine people in 2019 that had planned that they were going to travel to Africa in 5 years' time. Now COVID-19 hit and we have lost so many lives and they didn't make it. Seize the moment. Be in the present. We invite you. He has already put it. We are inviting to the mother city. Remember, this is the base of the continent. This is where everything starts, right at Cape Town, at the bottom of the continent, and then everything sprouts up to the Horn, to all other countries. Why wouldn't you want to be there? A baby of 18 months coming to start the conference right at the mother city. My goodness, let me hear the claps. Thank you so much. This is powerful. Ladies and gentlemen, I can see the hands were already up. This is the order of our question and answer. We are orderly. We are people that know how we value each other. You are going to raise hand. We are going to take 3 questions, and you can say that whether your question is to Oliver, you can see, or whether your question is to Joy. And then also they will jot down the questions and answer in segments so that nobody can repeat another question. So you know what? The floor is now open. I think the Matilda's hand, so raise the hand at the bottom of your screen where it says reactions. When you click there, remember now it's not everybody who's technologically savvy. When you click where when it says reactions, you will see the hand. Then you can raise that hand. I will gladly welcome you on stage and just ask, I think maybe 2 questions at a time. Not more than that. So when I say my hand, just know that the time is up. Make sure that you package your questions very clear, precise. Are we all clear? Good, Paul. Let me see by the show of hand. Are we all clear? Matilda, your hand was up.
Hello. Can you hear me?
Yes, Matilda,
Yes.
you've got.
Can you hear
ask
me?
2 questions. Yes, we can hear you.
Thank you for this wonderful presentation. I have just one question, actually. It's about the languages. The whole event is taking place in English, and there will be a translation or not in other languages.
Right. Thank you for that question. We will answer you. We will answer you. And then the second, do you have a second question, or is that it?
Yeah, more or less. Normally, here in Europe, especially in Germany where I live, normally now I'm in France on holiday, but we tend to organize events and have babysitting for mothers to come and drop their children for there to profit plainly for all kind of events. I don't know how it is in this occasion. If you really have children taken or looked after during the event, or the mothers come without their children.
Right, that's very interesting. Or have taken down. So let us see another hand taken down. I see Joy is smiling. That's a very interesting one. I never thought of that angle. See, when you have women that are movers and shakers. Another hand, please, so that we can have at least set of 3 questions or 3 people that have asked, and then we can make it worth our while and capitalize on the time that we have. There was another hand. Thank you so much for that, for those questions. Very, very, very key. Very interesting as well. Right. In the absence of any other hand, I think Joy, if you can answer the first question of Matilda about languages, and then we will, okay. Mesa Ramasunga, your hand is up. Let's give you the opportunity. Mesa Ramasunga?
Yes, good afternoon.
Good afternoon, Me.
Hello.
Great to have you.
Yes, thank you. Calling all the way from Guyana. Guyana is a rural Limpopo next to the Kruger National Park. And as I be in this group, my question is that I want during the whole package. I would travel by train, and I also need accommodation, and then but I'll be doing exhibition. So I don't know if I'm making sense by raising these kind of are they in the package? What's the impact of that regarding the conference? I will be traveling. I would like to travel by train. I don't need accommodation, and then but I'll be doing the exhibition.
Great. Thank you so much, Me. That is the powerful one. That's another experience, another twist that you are bringing to have a good experience of the Blue Train. Great. I think also Oliver will tackle that one as to, yes, it is acceptable, but he will answer to you all other activities that you can still do. Accommodation and transportation, you already are well set. Mesa Ramasunga is from South Africa. She is the bead maker, not just manufacturer, from raw material to making the actual beads. So we are very, very happy to have you even to exhibit me. So we have 3 people that have asked the questions and comments. I would like to now give back to my powerful leadership. This is August in South Africa. It's a Women's Month. So we start with our CEO, and to say, Joy, please tackle Matilda's questions, and then where you left off, Oliver will also add. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. Yes, Matilda is my neighbor here in Germany, and I actually would want her to volunteer to come and do translations. You can come with me and do the translation. Yes, that's a very good question, because I think about Africa and we have to think about all the languages. And I'm telling you, we have Portuguese and all that. So this is something we are working on, depending on the people coming. So far, and I'll let Oliver to also touch base on that. What we have seen, we only have heard most of the people are English-speaking countries. But if that opportunity will come, and of course, it comes with the costs and the implications. So if my dear friend, you can come with me to South Africa, Cape Town. I don't know whether you've been there, Matilda. You better be coming. You can also be part of the translators in this activity. But I'll let Oliver mention mention in details because he's the one who's dealing with the nitty-gritty small details in the country, being in there as a host, so that he can be able to organize that. But throw it back to you, Oliver.
Great, I like that. And Oliver, don't forget about the next question, which
the three questions
about children. Yes.
Okay, so I'll start with the language. So far, as Joy mentioned, our bigger group is English. Of course, we have two groups from the Francophone. So we have a group from Ivory Coast. It's mostly investors, French investors. Then we have a group of African countries, including Cameroon, that is French. So we will be doing, so currently we have the capacity to do about 3 translations, which is English, French, and Portuguese. But this is not going to be as like somebody translating. So the system itself, so let's say I'm speaking in English, so you'll be able to hear, if you'll be able to tune on your device, you'll be able to hear in French or Portuguese. And of course, as we go along, I'm not sure if we'll be able to do Germany. Maybe we need some assistance there. But we're welcome for your input. I think it's something that any suggestions can be welcome, and we can see how we can adjust on that. But so far, we can do English, French, and Portuguese at this specific conference. And then the second one is that, can somebody travel with children? I would not recommend because of 2 reasons. The very first reason is that in South Africa, there's a new law for those that traveling with kids, where you have to have a long abridged birth certificate. So it's just, expensive and too much restrictions on that if there are children that are under the minor kids. The second part of it is that when you have children, it's going to be maybe 3 times more expensive for you, because when you go to the conference, you can't come inside the conference with children of under 18. You have to leave the child at a hotel or where you are staying, which means you have to employ somebody, a childminder, to look after the child for the whole day, which will cost you a lot of money. It's also going to affect your productivity and your attention, because your attention is back at the hotel where the child is, your other attention is at the conference. My recommendations will be that for women and men that are traveling, don't come with children. But let's say you don't really have somebody to leave your child with. You can talk to us and we can see how we can assist. But we can have maybe more of a tailored package for you that will be more convenient for you. But my high recommendations would be, if it's possible, don't travel with kids that are under 18 because of some of those challenges. And the last question was from Masase and Dimacheloni or Dimadekwani or Masase Unda. I think I have family in Limpopo, and I think I've seen your name on the registration list of exhibitors. I will need to please post your WhatsApp number on the chat so that the team can take note. We'll need to call you after this. I am not sure, because the blue train, I think that's the one you're talking about. I think you can catch it in Petersburg, Johannesburg to Cape Town. It has not been running effectively or properly for the past 4 or 5 years, since 2018, 2019. I don't know, in COVID. And so we need to find out, is the training running without any challenges? That's the one thing that we need to find out. I do know you have some products, so we will have to assist you maybe as a tailored a package for you. If you can't travel by train because you want to save money, you may have to travel by bus, but we can help you and assist you in terms of how do you get your goods to Cape Town. Maybe we can use PEP. I think PEP is cheaper. We also have Postnet now that is way cheaper if you're doing Postnet to Postnet. So we can find ways to assist you whereby you can get your products before you come to Cape Town. And I didn't hear properly, you mentioned about accommodation. Do you want accommodation or you have your own accommodation? I didn't hear that properly, but maybe you can advise me on that. And maybe outside this meeting, we can see how best we can help you based on your resources and what you have. The whole idea is to see how we can best help you to succeed and to recreate yourself. And We also want to, appreciate the pandemic, because now we can be able to come together, share knowledge as Africans, but also we can be able to sell our products beyond Limpopo, beyond South Africa, and beyond Africa. Thank you. Over to you, my princess.
That is so great. That is so great. I hope all questions have been satisfactorily answered. If not, you can still raise your hand, but I think they have been. And Joy, I think that is a very good suggestion that we will have, I forgot about that. We always think in this narrow English-wise, but having all that and having a volunteer for Germany as well, even yourself, for that matter.
Yeah, I want to mention something, if you don't mind.
Yes.
I want to
the
taking care of the children, because we are talking about Africa women in trade. It's something we work in the future. Right now, it will then probably next time we'll prepare a park for you, the kids to play and something, but have somebody taking care. But it's quite tedious, as Oliver said. But I know this is something we do in Germany, because they're smaller groups and this is more a trade there. But we pray we'll get to that level that we can have section for our children, because women without their children as well, and they should come with their husbands as well to come and support in this section as well. So it's a family thing, and I like the idea of what is coming up in the future, what we can work on as well to better for our women, if that's the issue, if it will be coming more and more. So I hope we've answered your question. Maybe we want to hear from them if we've answered their question, Princess.
And just before
Right.
my princess, sorry, princess. Joy, as I think she said she's from Germany, and I see she says she's a coach, or she does trade fairs or something. Just wanted to get that. Sorry, please, over to you.
Great, thank you so much. Mesara, are you answered? I see Mesara has left her contact. I think Oliver has been very helpful. As you can see, he's a well of information. He does these things. This is what he breathes. So he'll be able to research for you and help you. So Mesara, have you been answered? Me?
Hello.
Yeah.
I have been answered, except for the fact that I'm not talking about the train. The other train, there is a train that from Johannesburg to Cape Town. It's not necessarily the train journey I'm talking about. It's the other trains, not the blue train.
Right.
She's talking. Sorry,
Am
you're
I
talking
making
about
sense?
the metro train, like the local
Yes.
trains, when they say you are in Cape Town and you want to go to your suburb from the venue back to your suburb. Yes, we do have them, and we also have the taxi.
No, Olive.
From Joburg.
No, from Joburg. It's a train from Joburg to Cape Town.
Yes.
We will.
The train from Johannesburg to Cape Town and the train from from Pietersburg to Johannesburg, both trains have not been running effectively. So we just have to find out to make sure that you don't get stuck. We just need to find out on that. Okay. So I will follow up on that, and I'll call you. I just saved your number. But because the train was not running as efficiently as possible for the past 4 years. But I will find out for you, and then, but the worst case scenario, we may have to try the bus or other options. But I cannot confirm at this moment to say that the train is running. But I just have to, to follow up and find out. I never thought of the train because I know it was not running properly, but I will find out, and then I will be able to reach out to you outside this meeting.
Okay.
Great. Thank you so much. Thank you, May. Thank you. You heard that also, just even besides that, Oliver has already emphasized that actually we have activities for each day. So even the exhibitors, you don't need to leave after the exhibition day. You still need to stay to the day that is so great, the gala and awards dinner, right? So really, it is for everybody who wants to be there, but it's going to be a lot of fun, a lot of businesses. We will come back very, very changed, and our way of doing business as well, our mentality, and everything, how we look at our own selves as business women. We will be coming back having changed all that mind. The other hand is up. Oh, it's Joy.
Yes, it's just me here because I forgot to say something very important I was supposed to show.
Great.
And about the venue, and Oliver really wanted me to show you people the venue. They on our website, which I'll go through with you very quickly right now, if you give me the chance to. I'm going to show you where the website where we are having the event. 1 second, so that you can be able to have the experience of seeing all this. So what I'm showing you right now is it's a virtual tour that is going to happen. So you can actually see this, and I'm going to share with you the link as we start right away. So the whole event starts, we have a reception area where you'll be all coming in, and we are all surrounded with different floors. So as you can see, this will be our a conference where we'll be talking and sharing the day with you. And you can take tour. It's a huge building, and it gives you virtual tour. Thank you to technology. As you can see, even we have access of what do you call the church piano, but we're not gonna do this. But the whole setup of it is more of how do I say classical way of theater look. So, but we'll be only taking. We were very limited during Corona, but right now we have been given more options to use more space. So this is the main hall, but we do have exhibition halls around, probably not that one, but different ones like I'm trying to get all of them together because you can play around all these. Some of them we have been allowed, some of them we are not going to use them. So make sure that you look at whichever have a virtual tour around. This will we're only allowed mute yourself. Someone is so we have ground floor, and then we also have the first floor. The ground floor is only the conference hall, and then we go to the first floor where you have all these huge buildings where we'll be having a lot of exhibition going on. And there are quite a bit of them, as you can see. Keep clicking them and have a look. And they're very classical, as you can see, very beautiful. I think as women, we as I said, we wanted something that is very cozy. Of course, we had all this exhibition will grow into in the future, but this is more and more cozier and more interactive to make it more. So I'm going to share with you the link on the chat so that you can all look at this. And something else I also wanted to mention is that it's important to have a look also at our website that where we are showcasing all this information, and so that you can have a go through the whole website, which is quite an easy website to look at. And on our website, if you all go we have our own main website. You can also go through African Women in Trade website, which you can be able to see everything that is to do with the expo. And I encourage you to go to the website because there you can see quite a lot what we do apart from the expo. So if that's the easier way for you, go to the website. So that is our website, www.africawomenintrade.com. And you can also access as well the expo event through the main website. So this is the main website, and you'll see all the information. The tour I was just showing you, go to the venue, and right at the bottom, you'll get the virtual tour. And you also see about the trade tours that Oliver Oliver was talking about. We are going to update you here with more information. Something else Oliver forgot to mention, and most of you are asking, is about visas. And maybe he'll come quickly and mention about the visa processes, how he's helping those people who apart from the countries that are allowed without visas, there's some people like from Ghana, from Kenya, or other regulations, and he's going to give you an overview of that. You can also see this. And to get your ticket is very easy. We have integrated here the Eventbrite. If you are coming in, it's going to take some time. It's going to download it. You can go directly here as well and start filling up your app to join the expo, and it's very easy to do that. It will. Right now, it's very slow downloading because I'm not live, but you can see the Eventbrite where you can even go directly to it and book your tickets there as well if it's slower. Just taking you slow by slow. And from there, we have different tickets here. As I mentioned, we have the Expo, which is a free ticket. You can come to. So make sure you book your ticket here. This 3-day is a free ticket, but we need to know you're coming, fill up the information. And if you want to join the gala dinner, we're charging in 50 euro. It's about rand. I forgot again. The exchange rate is about 17 rand.
It's about 850 rands.
Okay, so that's what you can, it's roughly that amount. So you can pay here directly as well. They have the Visa option or the PayPal option. I have a PayPal. That's why if you not, reach out to Oliver. Oliver will see how he can manage the payment on the ground if you're having issues with the system. But the main ticket is free here. You don't need to do anything. You need just to book your ticket and download it, and you have your ticket with you. You get it as a written document and take it with you to bring it to the event, and we'll be having this information. For the exhibitors, if you're coming to exhibit, that's also very important for you to also have a look at although, as I said, we are closing the exhibition right now slowly. You can see our rates here. This comes with an invoice. Some of you who have exhibited and we've not got somebody funding. Some people have found some people to fund them. We are still confirming slowly who they are. But those ones who haven't, unfortunately, the tickets, as you can see, we're going to be sending you the invoice because it helps us to cover some few costs. But to be there is free, as I mentioned, and you can fill up this form and we'll reach out to you and give you the invoice, which will come with us with the Swift, where you pay the payment as well on the system. So this is something that you can also do. All these things are on the website, and as I mentioned, we have our speakers already lined up. We have already confirmed guest speakers. They're very honored with Honorable Minister Sakozana Zuma. She has already confirmed she's coming, and we're very excited about that. A lot of guests from COMESA, all the way from South Africa, together with also from Kenya, as you can see there, and also a lot of people from outside the country, from UK, coming in to give you information on how to do. And the guest list is also growing as well. So check out on this. We also have our members as well who are doing very great. And of course, the team behind organizing this, we've put up the information there. So this event page is going to give you all the information you need. And as I mentioned, you can also check, we are very grateful to see our partners. You can see them there, our sponsors. And if you want to be part of us, it's never too late to be our sponsors. We are happy to have you on board. I want to thank the UN Women who are really going to be sponsoring a lot of women who will be coming to exhibit, accommodation, transport as well. So we are working on this, and we're going to give you a lot of information back. We, as you can see, we also have Joyce Banda Foundation, also part of this, and African Women. This is the partnership I was telling you about. If your organization can be able to sponsor women to come, feel free to reach out. And what I encourage a lot is that if you're coming as from outside, and I encourage you, we are offering you a free ticket. You can also do the suitcase stuff. You come with your suitcase with the information from the flyers as a day delegate, and you can get a lot of information from this from wherever you are. We are not really limiting you with what you can do, and we want you to be an event where it's impactful and we see the results. And there's a lot of work after that we'll be following. So I forgot to mention that, and I can see hands are raising up very quickly. So thank you, and please follow the link. I'll share the virtual tour as well on the chat. Back to you, Princess.
Thank you so much. We have two